good morning to you all. The chairperson, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense joy to welcome you to the second edition of the Marriage Governance Conference. Last year, when we gathered, for the very first time, we dared to dream of a platform where law, love, culture, and policy could meet. A space where the questions we often whisper in private could be spoken aloud in public. And indeed, from those bold conversations, history was made. One of the most remarkable outcomes from last year was our discussion on prenuptial agreements. At that time, many saw it as foreign. Many even saw it as a controversial idea. But today, we stand on new ground. In the recent case of Emmanuel Obey and Kate Nyamiche, the Court of Appeal unanimously affirmed that since marriage is a contract, the parties have the right to enter into a prenuptial agreement that defines their property rights. The court went further to say that where such an agreement exists, neither the provisions of Article 22(3) of our Constitution, Section 38 of the Lands Act, nor even the Supreme Court's long-standing decisions like Mensa and Mensa or Ej and Ej would apply. This ruling is proof that our conversations actually matter, that what we discuss here does not end in these four walls, but echoes into our courts, into our laws, and into our families. This year, we return with even bolder conversations. For what is marriage governance? It is the deliberate way in which a nation treats its most sacred institution. It matters because marriage is not only about love. It is about rights and responsibilities. It is about property and power. It is about culture, law, and the survival of society itself. Where marriage fails, families break, disputes rise, and society pays the price. That is why we are here. Our agenda today spans the very soul of family life in Ghana. Together, we will ask the following questions. Should Ghana introduce DNA at birth to protect identity and inheritance? Please, what do we all think? How do we also protect the rights of cohabiting spouses who live like family but remain invisible before the law? Can we lower taxes and marriage incentives in order for us to strengthen family life? And I have Lawyer Ibrahim nodding. And then how do we rethink maintenance for adults with special needs in Ghana? What should also be done about the alarming rise in fake marriage documents? And on this, we actually have the MD of the Ghana Publishing Company who have put very secure ways where they could verify marriage certificates and then the various public documents in there, and he's going to share a lot on there. We're also going to ask, how do we safeguard mental health in marriages? And yes, we will even confront the obvious question, which has been spanning through our social media posts and then our various studio interviews, that who owns the dead body? These are not small questions. They are questions that touch every household, every parent, every child, and every community. But beyond the debates and policies, there's a heartbeat to all of this, and it's MarryRight. MarryRight is our campaign. It's our collective promise to build healthier marriages and strong families. And now, MarryRight is also bringing forth what we call Marryfy. It's a marriage registry and database designed to bring order, transparency, and compliance to how marriage is administered in Ghana. With Marryfy, churches will be able to maintain a proper database of all their marriage officers. The Registrar General's department would also have at its fingertips a proper database of all the marriage officers they've also trained. And the ordinary citizen will, for the first time, be able to perform a simple search to know whether or not the pastor or church officiating their marriage is duly licensed and gazetted. Please, are we not happy to hear this? So let's all give a round of applause. Okay. And so this is not just technology for its own sake. It is technology for accountability, for order, for justice, and for peace in our homes. Before I close, let me take a moment to thank the partners who make this vision possible. The Office of the Attorney General, the Registrar General's Department, the Ghana Publishing Company Limited, and the African Women Lawyers Association, Ghana. We are also deeply grateful to our sponsors and media partners who continue to stand with us to give life to these conversations. Your support means that these ideas do not remain trapped in each room, but reach the very homes, churches, and communities where they matter the most. And now I want us to do a very short and simple exercise. Today I'm not asking you to take notes or to sign any forms. I'm not bothering you with that. I only ask you to pick out your phone, choose just one social media account, and in this moment, please follow MarryRight. And let us see in real time how our tribe as MarryRight grows. And at the end of the day, I'll ask our digital marketer to tell us how many followers we have. And then together, by the end of this day, we shall see how far our voice has been carried. For in the end, conferences fade, court cases conclude, but movements live on. And MarryRight and now Marryfy, which we are bringing, is not just our movement, it is our legacy. Welcome once again to the Marriage Governance Conference 2025. Let us think boldly, let us speak honestly, and let us build marriages that Ghana can be proud of. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We can do better. Please, let's give him a round of applause. Mr. Barimah Owusu Agyemang.